Z50 has been growing in popularity in the last couple of years, and it's easy to figure out why. They have the Pop and Z graphic on the side of the gas tank, which looks awesome. And over the years, so this one to my left is a 1991 and this one's a 1994. There's subtle differences, and these ran into the late 90s. But they have tons of different designs for these Z50s, Z50s. Different Z's for the side, different colorways, different seat designs on the back. This one has a small tear on it, but you can see just between these ones there's some slight subtle differences. Now this one isn't totally original, but there's some really cool models like the Z50 Baja, which is a fantastic bike. They're getting very difficult to find. The Z50 Baja Africa, which is just a fiberglass body kit, but again, super cool bike. Now the Z50s, when you're shopping for them, the reason people love them is because they got the chubby tire. You get that wide tire stance that we saw with the Honda Mini Trails in earlier years. They got fat plastic front tire that's a little bit more resistant. When we get into Mini Trails, and I got one over there, the thing is a lot of the front and rear fenders always get bent out of shape or rusted and corroded. So a lot of these Z50s have been keeping really well. You always see a little bit of damage on the tanks. It's tough to find a really good shaped tank. Same with the seats. They always seem to have little pinhole rips right on the back by the 50. I don't know why that seems to be so common. But the nice thing is they're all 50 cc's. They're easy to work on. They got that Honda 50 motor in them. And because of that, parts are easy to get a hold of, which is really nice. The rim has a great stance to it. It's a solid rim. It's non-spoked like is common with 50 cc bikes, but they started with it and rolled with it. It looks great. Now, it's always good to find them with the chain cover. It's getting harder and harder to find these suckers with them. For some reason, they just go missing. And the white frame always looks great. Now this one has an ATC throttle, which is a popular aftermarket mod, at least that I've seen it in my experience. So from an ATC 110 or something similar. But you gotta look out, because they'll have a run, kill switch. So it'll say kill top, kill bottom, and be a big red switch, just like the one here. Which I know it's probably hard for you guys to see in that frame, but they're getting harder to find as well, and they're expensive. So this one has ATC throttle. It's been customized that way, but these are classic bikes, and they're becoming more and more popular as a stock unit. So I've even heard of NOS gas tank, new old stock gas tank, selling for $3,500. Right now in our market in Ontario, it's common to expect $2,500 for one in a similar condition to this, maybe $2,200. Something more similar to this, which is completely restored, unrestored. So it's got original rims, a lot of the original hardware. Some of it somebody's tried to go over, they put a new head on it, some other similar enhancements, we could say. But it's overall in okay shape. That one might fetch around $2,700. The original kill switch is nice. It's an overall decent bike. In totally restored condition right now in 2021, going into 2022 in Ontario. These you can expect $3,500 to $4,000 for. So we're starting to see the prices that we saw with Mini Trails a couple of years ago. And they just keep going up. So they're fantastic bikes. If you're looking for a Z50, just keep an eye out for those small things. Kill switch is important. Make sure your gas tank's solid. It's very easy to find these decals, and they're inexpensive too. You typically find a set of Z decals like you want for under $100. So you can find the style you want. It won't be as it came off the showroom floor, but it'll be a little bit personalized to what you want. And you can get NOS or factory graphics. There's still a couple floating around that aren't too bad. Seat covers are very common as well. So just keep an eye out for the main stuff, the main hardware. Now the other thing is the engine codes on these are on the shifter side, and if you look just under, right where the rear or the front sprocket is on it, right under there'll be a chain case or an engine code on them. Now those codes, you got to match it up and make sure that code is what it is for this, because you got to make sure you got the right motor for the bike. It is important that the engine's matching the frame. So just make sure that whenever you're checking one of these things out, you match the VIN up on the motor to what it should be for the bike, and that's just easily done through Google. You can typically find what it's supposed to be, and again, that's right where the front sprocket is. So if you follow the chain forward and right under it, it'll just give you all you need to know. So that's pretty much it, guys. The Honda Z50, one of our favorite bikes here at Power Sports, guys. Thanks for watching.